2 in the morning, I woke up from the semis and pistols blasting on his way from traffic. He was caught lacking, they let him have it. From the stem of the problem, he oversprayed and tossed his tulips and marked the blueprint. CPD fiending, the cop this dude, it's too difficult to keep balance right upon when the snoop. When shit's moving south and the peaceful bow will just cause a movement of more violence. Gorge sirens, children play with poor time, and the gang submerge the difference in people and leave more spineless. You couldn't say I wasn't grown. Moms was late when coming home, feeding my sisters anything just to decease and stomach moans. And you wanna disrespect me and kick me out this house and favor another grown man to sit back and lay on this couch where you can do whatever you want, cause I ain't coming back. Leaving with a work ethic and raised with some money stacked, leaving me to be swallowed in streets where nothing's funny at. Cause when he leaves you like the other four, mama, good luck with that.
Don't go! You gonna choose this nigga over me? Your flesh and blood, the child!
You are not a baby anymore! You are not a child!
Stuck in the hole of anger, I look around and see folks as strangers. Wanna pierce through the feet into palm scriptures. The nights I pray for better days. Kids caught by crooked bullets and never laid back in their proper comforters, but now walk with heaven's maids. This is Satan's doing. The hate misplaced and fate this spew, and it isn't new since we enter pits. Explain the way we're moving. I just wanna make it quick, and it's not just drugs I'm pulling, but it seems like that's the only fate really that I'm doomed with. I cock my fist and tear down the smile, and I block the bliss when I dock the mist and realize they think I'm my opposition, but that's my skin and soil. Right back in teething days, taught me how to throw hands, but they know that I don't even bang. But that's the politics that come when you banging for nothing. Family trees tragically lumberjack just from a circumference. I wanna go back to PlayStations before they was thuggin', when they was up in Pop Warner before Rugers was bussin'. Take a look in the land, nothing but weapons and holsters. And if you think electrics walk a tan with sparks from the toaster, I made it through 18 years with no bodily harm. Straight away from the prosthetics, never copping these arms. The maiden who gave life to me notes I'm stuck in my ways. Positive ever since my tassel swung upon the stage. So best believe that I must stack this cream just for her sake and make her proud before she sleeps and we abruptly wave. You couldn't tell me I wouldn't escape these bottled lots where people blindly kill each other, then the cops are fought. A place where you cannot see where they let aid off. No care for school, but more concerned with how much does a hollow cost. Just disappointed I couldn't obtain a gold car. Killed by a soldier with frustration that's no with no stars. I start to think back on how I could have stopped it and no more. Just disappointed I was so close, yet so far.
The reason why I joined the gang, because I felt no love in the crib. I didn't feel like nobody paid attention. So joined the gang to make my name well known and do something.
I feel a darkness emerging, my optics cushions press my wrist and watch when I feel a carcass lay on my chest with tears rapidly dropping. The devil said to have me checked, but since they let me spiral into success, he says don't worry about this exile. Have to give an untimely death and let his brains be tile. So at 7:15 make this Wesson bust and crack his spinal. For disrespecting my orders, he can just get a mindful. And that order is final.
You do this street shit, you hear me? We don't fuck around with, ain't no foo-foo shit in them motherfucker. We don't do that shit. We gon' get money and continue to be real niggas. If a nigga try to run up on us, we gon' lay his ass down just like that. You hear me?
Just like that, kid.
Free the guys though, free all the guys, man. What my father be rapping about, we don't be lying about this shit.
All is well, depicted as reaching his goals with midgets. Bunked in a bunker with ganja stenches, I was evicted. Lived with the faculty of rugged renegades that's relentless, but it's only made me harder and smarter to live with henchmen. I walk with a couple sacks, only to feed my heavy tummy, but end up walking away from the strip holding petty money. I need to come up with a scheme to get some heavy money, knowing Freddy's on me and he's working nights with deadly hauntings. I know extortion's just a good section to get respecting. Come hold a weapon, leave him wet, then you gain the collections. The fear, the money, the reputation with no exceptions, but DA is always on you when you're PA flow is stressing. I'd rather live life riding than to be rambled with questions. If I murk the stone on A-Tray, would I be riding the Lexus? I know the stress is too restless, come calm and let it set in. And get you resting, cause you're gonna need it with depression. It's hard to process the means to kill when bullets can fry flesh. It's over nonsense without a conscience. But I know that if I don't buy text, they'll be certain nights sleepless. My stomach has nothing to digest, so I open my palm, close my hand on this gun, walking around low and looking to stain someone for fun. I spot a civilian near a gangway, nowhere to run. This gotta be my opportunity to get some funds. I stroll up with tinted Timbs, no Master Wesson that's itching. I ask him how much he's got pointed, he starts rapidly twitching. Nervously folds the spinach, then I take note of an image. I used to chill with him 8th grade, but I know he's a gimmick. He doesn't bang, so he has to roll and condone the snitching. Plus he lives a block away and I don't know what he's mixed in. Knowing my mother's location, I can't just leave a witness, so I leave spinal fluids leaking and seeping in trenches.